Wow, this is a situation here, folks. I got to just share this one with you. So this is two sisters who are not getting along, and the original poster is saying, "Am I the asshole for telling my mom to never invite me on any family vacations anymore?" She says that she's a 29-year-old female, had a pretty big falling out with her sister who is 28. When we were in university together, our parents would check in on her by asking me. She had this phase where she was partying and out all night. She accused me of being a snitch and was getting microaggressive towards me as I told my parents the truth when asked if she was at home or not. Sometimes I don't even see her for a day or two. I told my parents to contact her directly instead of going through me, as it was getting in the way of us living together in peace. Why would the parents go through you to find out what she's doing? Are they afraid of her? Yeah, good point. Why don't they go to her and say, "What the hell are you doing?" So she goes on to say, one night she came home late while I was studying and said that she really wants to sleep. She kept turning all the lights off, including my lampshade, as I was reading, and I kept turning it on. After I turned it on for the last time, the next thing I remembered that I was on the ground. She hit my back with a chair and I was pushed to the floor by force. She then started banging my head on the floor. Really? And stopped when somebody started knocking on our door due to the commotion. I was really taken off guard that I didn't have time to react. I didn't remember the pain, but I remember being really wet. Turned out I had a nasty cut on my head, and our neighbor had to bring me to the emergency room to get stitches and a head scan. I mean, that's an assault right there. Your sister assaulted you in this case. And luckily they were at university and somebody down the hall heard this and sort of broke it up because, I mean, she's bleeding. What would have happened if somebody did knock on the door? I mean, this is insane. She says, because it's a university accommodation, somebody called our parents. The parents came and mom was crying. Conversation was a blur, but instead of me going home with them, my sister went home with them. I had to stay in the bloodied apartment on my own up until the next day when my eldest brother found out about it and decided to take care of me and help me clean it all up. It slipped from him that he skipped a family outing. My whole family except me and my brother attended, and here I thought it was canceled because of what happened. Honestly, I couldn't be bothered at the time, but looking back, how could they proceed to have fun at the beach 2 days after I was assaulted? You know, I'm kind of wondering, did your mother even check up on you after these stitches? Did she even say, "How are you doing?" I mean, it's a little weird to have a mother that didn't want to get in the middle and say, "Here, let's clean this up. I'm sorry. Yeah, this happened. We'll straighten this out later." I mean, just to leave with the other daughter. I really think that they're afraid of the other daughter, to be honest with you. So she says, since then, parents started actively trying to make us reconcile, but her sister has never apologized. Once I asked my mom to book a reservation at this really nice restaurant for my birthday dinner, but said that I was going to pay because I was already working then. And who did I find there? My sister. I was about to go on a vacation with her and another auntie, but I couldn't suddenly because of work. She promised that it was just the three of us. But who did I find in the photos? My sister. To be fair, I didn't know if she was included originally or as a replacement to my spot. Mom kept trying to invite me on one vacation after another for years now. Oh my God. This has been going on for years? And kept lying that my sister won't come, but it always turned out to be a lie. I already told her before not to force things. Last night I snapped and I told her that I'm never going with them as long as my sister is there. And she has been calling me and messaging me, and I'm unforgiving and hard-hearted. Her mother is saying about her. I haven't replied. So am I the asshole? Hell no. This is what happens when you have a mother that can't act like a mother. I mean, she should realize that your sister is the problem, not you. And you might want to get your aunt involved to get that idea across to your mom, but she has to understand that your sister has never apologized for something. Nothing's ever going to get better until she apologizes to you. And so the original poster says, thank you for all your comments. She's got an update here. She says, as you have guessed, I came from a culture which believes that family is family. I actually have not thought about going LC or low contact or no contact with my mom. Well, because she's my mom. But I think I'm going to do that. For those asking how many times I got tricked, thankfully just 2. One was my birthday. The other one was a really important family event where I was promised that we were coming on 2 different times. I just stayed there for 30 minutes and left. I'm not 100% sure if my sister is an alcoholic. I really didn't smell any alcohol the night of the attack, but I remember being really stunned as I couldn't do anything to defend myself. She just overpowered me a lot, even though we had very similar body sizes. Honestly, I'm not mad anymore. I'm just tired. And sad, right? Because your mom, it doesn't get it. Your mom keeps trying to patch things together before there's even an apology. I would try to enlist your aunt to see if she could help with that whole thing. I mean, you've got to patch things up with your sister, and it sounds like years have gone by, since that situation. So this has gone on far too long, and I don't really think highly of your sister. She should have come to you, especially after all this time, and said, hey, look, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm sorry for what happened. I should have never done that. So what are people saying here, folks? Let's see what they're saying. One person here says, no, you're not the asshole. Let me get this straight. Your sister assaults you and gets a beach vacation while you get to clean up the results of your assault while nursing a concussion and stitches. Everyone but the brother would be no contact. I would not even show up for holidays. No one to nurse you back to health as far as parents. Your brother is the only one who puts your health and needs before a vacation. Well said. And she goes on to say, nope, all done. I would have pressed assault charges, sister or not. And you could have. I mean, this is bad stuff. I mean, this is not normal. And folks, it's sad to see this kind of stuff happen, but this is a situation that's just left to fester. And it's a mother who doesn't get it. And really, I'd bring the aunt in this and say, hey, look, can you help me get mom to realize that the sister needs to apologize before anything can happen here, folks. And I hope this thing works out. It's sad to see families just torn apart like this for something stupid that they didn't take care of, and didn't try to patch up in the right way.